production of the lime that have the ecological importance and advantage for the production of lime in Somalia. And our main aim is to double and triple the export of lime in Somalia. Coffee is one of our other value chain that we have prioritized based on local opportunities that will create the local demand that it have. Somalia's production does not cover the local markets. It covers half of it. And our main aim is to target local production, but also export the surplus production that will be produced through this investment case. This investment case, specifically for cow beef production, will be benefited by 160,000 beneficiaries, direct beneficiaries all across the country, specifically for its target area. This investment case is focusing and targeting 222 millions that will double the production and also create opportunities for Somali youth and also revenue that will generate revenue for the country's economy. The last one is fodder. Somalia is a country famous for livestock. We are called livestock clearers, but our livestock is really facing feed challenge, where the feed in Somalia that we feed for our livestock is mostly imported from neighboring countries and also from Middle Eastern countries. And our main aim is to produce the fodder production for our people and for our livestock as well. This will double the production of fodder in Somalia, but it'll need and require immense investment all across its value chain, from production to processing to export if we generate surplus. Somalia's southern part is suitable for the production of fodder in Somalia. And in the NTP, Somalia needs to cover the import deficit that it will face to 2029. That will triple the amount of fodder we import now. Somalia have committed to mobilize resources through its programs that are going on in Somalia, supported by different implementing partners and development partners all across the country. These are few programs that we are now implementing in Somalia, supported by our implementing body that we can name World Bank, IFAD, and other partners. We cannot thank them all here, but this is not also the old programs that we are implementing, but these are the major ones that are contributing the development of the selected and prioritizing value chains. Somalia's legacy program will transform Somalia's export, it'll transform Somalia's economy, it'll transform your interest without jeopardizing your interest and your income all across the country. It'll also contribute reducing illegal immigration of our youth. It'll support employment opportunities for our youth, not only in Somalia, but also cross borders. Thank you, and Somalia is open for investment. I would like to welcome now His Excellency Mohammed Abdi Hayir Mareye, Minister of Agriculture and Irrigation of the Federal Republic of Somalia, to deliver his keynote speech.
I thank his previous speakers from Somalia, and on behalf of the Federal Republic of Somalia and my delegation, I extend a warm welcome to all of you. We are deeply grateful for your time and commitment in joining us for this important gathering of presenting Somali legacy program, a bold vision to transform our agriculture and food systems into a chain of growth, resiliency, and prosperity. Allow me to express Our sincere appreciation to the government of Senegal, Accra, and the African Food System Secretariat for their convening this important forum here in Dakar, a city where Africa truly speaks with one voice in advancing the transformation of food systems. We are from Somalia, a nation with immense and untapped potential. Our land is rich in agricultural resources, minerals, gold, oil and gas. In Somalia, our normal people are digging in their hands with the minerals and gold in their hands. Our geographical location places us at a strategic crossroad, offering direct access to some of the world's most food-demanding regions in the world, the Middle East and Asia. Somali private sector is driven by entrepreneurial spirit, and our government has enacted investor-friendly policies and legal framework. Today, Somalia is a land of opportunity. We are at a pivotal moment in our history. After years of fragility, delays, dependency on food imports and aid, Somalia is rising. We are shifting towards the future defined by economic growth, food security, and self-reliance. With over 8.9 million hectares of arable land, a livestock population of 57 million heads, where 5 to 7 million heads of livestock are exported to Middle East every year. Some of them are resources from our neighbors, landlocked neighbors. But that number exceeds every year, and we can be increased and can be improving the quality processing of this big market of livestock is export in Somalia. We have the foundation to achieve a lasting food security. Our coastline, the longest in Africa, is abundant in fish and ripe for sustainable development. Somalia is open for business. Our government has already established policies to attract and protect investors, supported by growing market access infrastructure. Positioned at the intersection of the East African Community and Arab League market, to which we are an active member. We offer unparalleled regional connectivity with 7 operational ports and 3,333 kilometers of coastline. There is an ample opportunity to develop new ports, tourism destinations, resorts, trade hubs linking to Africa, Middle East, and global market. We are now debt-free nation. Somalia is a member of multilateral investment guarantee agency MIGA, which will guarantee your investment in Somalia. We are also belonging to East African Community, as I said, COMESA, Africa Free Trade, and Somalia is active pursuing WTO membership. We also currently serve as a UN Security Council member. These affiliations and platforms and reforms demonstrate that Somalia is a credible, stable, strategic partner for investment. Our national transformation plan puts agriculture and food system at the top of the agenda. We are grateful to the World Bank, African Development Bank, friendly countries, and other development partners who have already committed millions of dollars, billions of dollars to invest in Somalia, especially in agriculture sector. Building on this momentum, we are presenting, as you have seen here already, our legacy program. 1.38 billion investment pipeline designed to modernize and scale up food production, post-harvest infrastructure, and value addition across 6 priority value chain of maize, sesame, sorghum, coffee, lemon, and fodder. Those are, as my team said, are important areas which improve our production, increase our export, and also job creation in Somalia. But it's not only that six. Everywhere you go to Somalia, it's highly profitable area. Highly profitable area. It's a virgin country with very important strategic position, which make you your investment makes sense and profit. These commodities were selected based on market demand, their high economic return, and the program is projected to create over 1.1 million jobs, significantly reduce post-harvest losses, and generate between 400 million to 700 million annually through increased yields and local processing. As you might hear from my team, or myself, we are exporting a livestock to Middle East. But that sector can be improved. They need to be processed to increase their value, their weight, and it makes a lot of profit. It is an open, agreed market with Somali government and the Middle East, which we are belonging to the Arab League, which you have guaranteed that market every year is open. It needs to improve. And Somalia are welcoming our friendly governments and investors to join that investment. We seek, ladies and gentlemen, Somali's legacy program is not a concept. It is a country-owned, country government-led platform, already backed by the World Bank, African Development Bank, IFAD, the GCF, Global Green Forum. Our legacy program is more than an investment framework. It is an invitation to build a shared future. A future where Somali farmers thrive, regional market expand, and global partners profit from sustainable, resilient, and high return agriculture. We seek your partnership to join us as financiers, off-takers, and technical allies. Together we can scale agriculture, agro-businesses in fragile contexts, build inclusive market for women and youth, and position Somalia as a reliable supplier of high-quality agricultural products to the regional and global market. Investing in Somalia today, you are not only shaping Somali transformation, but are securing a strategic stake in one of the most promising agro-food frontier of our time. So we are welcoming you. We are calling and inviting you, Somalia, a nation, as I said, in a bright future, and welcoming our investors and partners from the world. Thank you.
One more round of applause kindly for the Somali team. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jean-Jacques Muhinda is my name. I work for AGRA. I'm the regional director for Eastern and Southern Africa. And we've been supporting this effort with the government of Somalia. So I know we're standing between you and lunch, and we have less than half an hour left. We will move very quickly, but this is the most important part of the session, where we're going to be hearing statement, but most importantly, commitment from the partners. And I'm glad the minister has already cited some names already of the institution that either have been already supporting the government of Somalia or are willing to do so through the flagship program. Before I do that, I just want to highlight that as AGRA, we have been engaging with the government of Somalia for the last 5-6 years. But until last year, when we decided to take a step forward and went to Mogadishu, we went there. We saw what is being told here. Indeed, Somali is ready, and Somali has changed. So that's when we decided to work with the government of Somalia for the last 1 year, designing this program here to be able to pitch it at this particular forum. Without further much ado, and without any order of importance, let me invite key partners in the room here who have accepted to come and support the government of Somalia, recognizing also that you are already supporting them. And we're not going to do a panel session, so I will be just calling institution, and whoever is representing will be coming to the stage at 2-3 minutes commitment maximum. And I will request the team from the ministry to record the commitments. Just reminding you that you guys, we need $1.4 billion to finance this program here. That's what we're going to be doing in this room, and we hope we can be able to do that. And then we'll have some follow-ups. Kainan and Ahmed, you probably put even your email address there for those who will not be able to speak today, so that they can even send a written commitment. On this note, let me call upon, I know Mansour has left. He had told us that he had a hard stop from FCDO. I don't know if there's any other representative of FCDO in the room. If not, then we'll collect the written commitment from Mansour, because we know he had accepted to do that. But let me start with IFDB. And I know in the room we have Mr. Somado Eklu, just for IFDB commitment in 2-3 minutes. Come on the stage kindly. A round of applause as we welcome IFDB, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, and thank you. All protocol observed here. Thank you. I am Eklu Somaro. I am the regional manager for West Africa. I'm standing here for my colleague Pascal, who is the regional manager for East Africa. And I want to thank you for inviting the AFDB here this afternoon. We have been a long-time partner of Somalia. Our investment package right now stands at $60 million US, and but we want to do more. We want to do more. Even next month in October, you have another project to actually support Somalia in terms of resilience to climate change for an amount of 15 million next October. And then we are also designing a bigger project for 50 million. But we are still looking for partners to have the envelope bigger. We think of something like 100 million by the end of next year. And on top of that one, you have the regional program, what we call the BRIFOL. That is the program for building resilience to climate change in the Horn of Africa. You know, involving South Sudan, Somalia, Kenya, and so on. and will be the second phase is planned to be ready for the beginning of next year. So making a total of about more than $100 million that the African Development Bank is ready to pump into Somalia to support Somalia in the various value chain that were presented here. So I want once again to reassure you, Honourable Minister, of the support of the African Development Bank to your country. You've been there, we continue to be there, and I want to confirm our interest in financing the development agenda, especially the agricultural sector agenda of your country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That round of applause is not worth 100 million, please. Thank you very much, Mr. Samado. Let me move now to IFAD, kindly. I know they came into the room. Yes, kindly. So let's give him a round of applause as well as he comes forward. Thank you, sir. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Excellencies. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bernard Hein, the Regional Director for West and Central Africa, and I'm standing here for Naufel, the Regional Director for North Africa, Middle East, and so on. So basically, I would like to start by really commending you for the program you put together. The investment plans are very clear. As IFAD, I think we have been having a long-standing cooperation with Somalia over 4 decades now. And actually, when I look at the 6 priority value chains that were presented here, we are either working or we are planning to start working already on 5 of them. So the active portfolio right now in Somalia includes 2 investment projects for 58 million, and I think we are discussing to top this up with another 15 million, 15.9 million, if I'm not mistaken. So we will come and contribute to this, and we look forward to continue discussing and to see how we can build on this and leverage and mobilize even more resources. So we totally support this. We commend you for this, and I would like here to reiterate the availability of IFAD to continue working with you, to address enhanced resilience, food security, and also create jobs, particularly for the youth in Somalia, as agreed under our strategic framework. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. IFAD, another very interesting commitment here. So I encourage our Somali team, please make the presentation available for the partners to guide the decision moving forward. Can we then call upon the representative from the World Bank, kindly? The minister has already alluded to the World Bank based on the existing investment. Do we have the World Bank in the room? If not yet ready, I will move to, do we have FAO? Is FAO in the room? I know they have expressed interest. Let me move to Rockefeller Foundation. So they were which one? UNIDO. Thank you. Welcome, sir. So, Kenan, keep looking whether the people can form the.
Thank you. It was not planned for UNIDO actually to speak, but we could not resist the interesting presentation done by His Excellency and the team. As an industrial development agency, we really have interesting portfolio in Somalia, working with the Minister of Industry, and I think His Excellency in his previous times was very instrumental in advancing the industrial development strategy. So I'm here to really express UNIDO's interest to expand our support on agro-industrialization and investment promotion working with the private sector, which is the core mandate of UNIDO. So I'll be more than happy to take this up after the session to discuss concretely with the team of the ministry and our team on the ground how we could expand our portfolio. Congratulations to this and excellent presentations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, UNIDO. We have already recorded the interest from FAO, even if they are not in the room. FCDO, Mansour has just left, as I mentioned earlier on. Let me check if we have Muscat Foundation. They have also accepted to join this session. Do we have Muscat Foundation in the room? If not, then let me call upon the representative of the government of Norway. I know they were around also. Thank you very much. A round of applause, kindly. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you. I just told the minister that I'm not here to make any new commitments, but I can assure you that Norway remains committed as a partner of Somalia, and this very important presentation will be conveyed to my colleagues in the ministry and the embassy in Nairobi. We have had decades of collaboration, but I think what we are seeing now today is very much a new dynamic in Somalia and a new focus on agriculture based on your very strategic location and the potential for trade and not least investments. And I have to say the focus you have on private sector, on mobilizing our friends in the Gulf region and the wider Middle East region as both partners and also donors is very important and encouraging now that all of us in Europe are stretched on the development side because of Russia's aggression and war against Ukraine. We have to spend much more on defense and support to Ukraine, which will unfortunately eat into our development budgets. At the same time, I can assure you that Norway remains committed both on the humanitarian side but also on development side globally, including in particular Africa and the Horn of Africa, and Somalia is very much a part of that long-standing commitment. So without any specific new figures, I can just assure you of our political commitment to all of our friends in Somalia, who are also, many of them, in Norway. So there's a strong diaspora there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Round of applause. And please convince the Somalia diaspora to also invest in the legacy program. We are now moving into another important segment of investors. We know in this room there are technical partners, there are private sector investors who are also interested in this. In the room, I've seen my good friend and brother, Director General Professor Apollinaire from Iliri. You've seen from the deck here that Somali is probably one of the hubs for livestock in Eastern Africa. And you can't go wrong, and you can't go into that particular sector without talking to Apollinaire. Kindly come up to the stage. A round of applause here. Director General for the International Livestock Research Institute. Prof.
Thank you, Jean-Jacques. Good friends are meant to ambush you, but I couldn't also resist the temptation of such a great presentation by Honorable Minister and your colleagues from the ministry. So I stand here to acknowledge and also celebrate the work that the International Livestock Research Institute has been doing with your ministry in terms of planning how we can create a master plan for the livestock sector. So my commitment here is we will continue in that direction. We will support you to deliver on some of the areas that you've mentioned here. Our work is focused on driving solutions for providing animal health, ensuring that genetic improvement is there, creating the business plan for nutrition and forage production, but also supporting you in some of the policies that are required for the sector to continue. So we are a research for development organization We thrive on partnership. We thrive on really ensuring that we support innovations that are relevant to your sector. So, Honorable Minister, thank you for the presentation, and thank you for the trust that your country has had on us for a long time for us to be on this journey. We stand by you, we continue to work with you, and let's come back together in a year or two to celebrate progress that we have made. Thank you so much for the honor.
Thank you very much, Prof. Count on me. Next time I go to Mogadishu, I will fly with you. I know where to find you. So for the last 5 minutes, I want to give it open. Anyone in the room, I know there are investors here. I see some big investors from DRC, private sector looking at this. They are probably still thinking about business plan and where to start from. Anyone else who wants to make a statement or a commitment in the room? We have like 5 minutes before we wrap up. Mardo, vous avez quelque chose à dire ici? Non, ça va? C'est bon? Super. So I don't see any other person. I request the production to put an email address for Kainan. But before we do that, also record that the Somali team has reached out to the Islamic Development Bank, Muscat Foundation. Those are institutions that have responded positively to this initiative. Rockefeller Foundations, they are not in the room, but they are in the conference. So use the remaining 4 days here in Dakar to reach out to those organizations, including the private sector investors who are interested to put their resources into Somali. And then by the end of this conference, we'll sit together and compute and see how much we've been able to mobilize out of the $1.4 billion we are looking for these 6 value chains here. Without further much ado, I want to call upon again back to the stage Honorable Minister Mare. It's not a speech, just a word of appreciation for the partners in the room as we close the session. Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, thank you. Once again, I thank everyone who joined today here, this Somali Legacy Program. We thank you for your presence, your note-taking, and I hope this new batch will be working together and will be beneficial to us. As I said, Somali sector, agriculture sector investment is already going on and in a good place. But we like to accelerate and make Somalia a full secure and full exporting nation. That's where we are going. We thank our development partners, as I said, and also friendly countries, especially World Bank. As I said, as today, World Bank is investing in Somalia today more than $2.5 billion. And actually, this makes Somalia sense and good and new energy. It is an agriculture sector and other areas, including the renewable energy, to take a new speed. So we thank you to that, and we hope in the near future, Somalia will be the hub of tourism, as we have the longest coastline in Africa, and as well as the hub of job opportunities, investment destination. That's where we are going. And you will join us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Before we go back for lunch, we just want to announce that we will have to work again with the government of Somalia to convene another national level launch event for the legacy program. For institutions that have representative based in Mogadishu, let's have them, be in touch with the ministry. There will be a domestic launch for the investment, also giving an opportunity for the local private sector who are already doing a wonderful job across the value chains here. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. It's now time for lunch to all of you. You can clap for yourself.